people check it out, man. We're getting more plays.
Are we really?
Yeah. We're up to 41 inches of Lasagnas.
So we got
7 on the David Land.
Oh wow.
8 on the one that only got 2 at the time of recording. Okay.
Cool.
Ready?
Yeah.
3. You're recording on that, yeah?
Yeah, it started. I'll just cut it.
2, 1. It is a dark day in the sports world, ladies and gentlemen. The coronavirus is caught up with. I should have opened the Cracker Jacks before I did this. Just gonna hear crinkling.
Munch.
I love Cracker Jack. Shut up.
This is perfect.
I forgot.
I'm ready whenever you are.
3, 2, 1. Dark day in the sports world today. Coronavirus has caught up to us all. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 922 podcast.
That is not a joke this time, because we're back to our origins.
That's how it's essentially going to be for the next 2 weeks.
At least, well, until everybody comes back. At least 30 days for...
Yeah, at least 30 days. Well, we'll get to that.
You know, we'll start on the bright side. Even though we're sad here in NASCAR, last week was at Phoenix International. I don't know. It used to be ISM Phoenix. Is it just Phoenix? I don't care.
It's ISM Raceway, but it used to be Phoenix Raceway.
It's actually Phoenix back.
Oh, Phoenix, yeah.
Yes. Xfinity Series. Brandon Jones wins the race. Harrison Burton finishes second. Rowdy Busch. Wait a minute. I felt like I've said this before. Kyle Busch finishes third. Kowalski finishes fourth. Justin Haley finishes fifth. Cup Series. Joey Logano wins the second time in the season, holding off Harvick and Rowdy in overtime. Larson finishes fourth, and Clint Bowyer finishes fifth. Pretty good racing. And Blaney loses it. His points lead after crashing. Brad tangles up with Hamlin and Blaney and ends up coming back. As you see, he didn't finish in the top 5. And I had my predictions for Atlanta, but...
We'll get to that bit.
Yeah. Anywho. So here's what I was talking about. Big thing. I saw a bunch. NASCAR 2020 free agents. We got Eric Jones, Brad Keselowski, Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson, Clint Bowyer, Eric Almirola, and Corey LaJoie. Funny story. Kyle Larson was supposed to be to replace Tony Stewart in the 14. Couldn't happen because he had 1 more year on his contract. Or a few more years on his contract, so Clint Bowyer took over. I don't know, but I really think Keselowski's going to go to the 48. I was going to say Kowalski, but I decided to correct myself.
Analyze it.
Why not? And I just don't even know who the rest is going to, so
Bowman's going to re-sign with Hendrick.
Uh-huh. Definitely. Now, Jones is my question. Christopher Bell is in the 95. He's a Joe Gibbs Racing. He's up next. Don't know where he's going to come next. We all know it. Could he be driving the 20? Don't know. So, that's my question.
Just depends on how... Well, it depends on how the season shakes out. First of all.
Yeah. He's had 2 wins, Daytona and Darlington, 2018, 2019. And, yeah. I just have a little bit of that for the free agents, because why not? And you remember last week, the big thing about last week, you remember? The big story we had about the one man, Mr. France.
Oh, right.
Drunken.
Yeah, I was like, we had a lot of stories. The lawsuit.
Yes. This week's story time, Brian France. Can you guess whose video this is? You always say it anyways.
Black Flags Matter.
Yeah, it's actually Black Flags Matter. If you didn't know, he was the CEO of NASCAR from 2003 to 2018. It was the second most watched sport in 2003. It was at the peak, pretty much. good things that he kind of did is he made a rule that you cannot race after. Oh shit. He made a new rule of no more racing back after the caution, which is basically green, white, checkered. Wreck happens, lap, whatever, final lap, white flag, race ends there, basically. That's like that rule. Next up, Cup Series sponsor. That was new then. And the new point series. Think about, just count with me. 1 points thing that he did. Next, bad ideas. 2005 schedule realignment. Caused a lawsuit due to the Texas Motor Speedway race being so popular, and SMI, the track owners, wanted there to be 2 races because it was so popular. Cool, it happened. Rockingham. We all miss Rockingham, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Replaced by Texas. That's gone. See ya. And it was the good thing about it was the peak of viewership in 2005. So it was at the very high of ever it's been. Then, the dreadful 2007 Car of Tomorrow. We all know how that went with Mr. Kyle Busch. Even after winning a race, saying the car sucks. You know what? Anywho. Another points change. 2. So this is the 10 to 12 driver playoffs. Count with me. 1, 2. Okay? 2009, new drug policy. This is the, if everybody knows about the Mayfield versus NASCAR. Do you know about that? Mr. Mayfield? The one guy who... Story about that is... I can't remember his first name. He was taking Adderall. He had a drug test, and it was like, okay then. Jeremy Mayfield, yes. And then they said it was fine, everything's great, you're alright, you have a reason to take this. Next week after, calls him, you're suspended. And he's like, what? Why am I suspended? I was told I can do this, this, and this. And he hasn't been in the sport since. Cool. 2012, another points change. 1, 2, 3. This is the wild cards. 2013, next gen. 6 cars, Gen 6 cars. And then this is the weird Spingate year with Gordon as the 13th entry, which nobody understood. 2014 was one of the best seasons, don't you recall? Probably the best racing we saw the Gen 6 cars ever since. Mm-hmm. Change of the playoff format. 4. This is the win and in. This is what we have basically now. 2015 was the group qualifying thing, but you just got to make sure Clint Boyer does not clog pit road. So we all know about that one. Yep. 2015 was the Kenseth Logano issue. He kind of screwed that up. Yep.
Excuse me. Matt Kenseth just wrecked Joey Logano.
Yes, sir. Thank you. 2016 issues. The caution clock. The caution clock sucked balls. Mm-hmm. And that was the worst time.
Wait, was that 2016?
Was. It's been that long.
No, because I started watching in 2016.
The year after was the stage race.
Yeah, that I remember.
Yes. Not done.
There was no caution clock in 16.
Look it up. I watched a video. So we all know the President of the United States is Donald Trump. Brian Prince was the CEO at the time. He went to a Trump rally. Big issue. Pretty big issue there.
I don't see how.
He got into politics. Like, he was at the Trump rally, talked for Trump.
Okay, all right. Him just being, that's what you made.
No.
All right. Him, all right, that's...
He talked for Trump. Okay. There's videos of him, like, speaking out for Trump, saying, Trump, 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 this stuff. Okay. That's number 1 of him. Okay, fine. 2017 was the stage racing and the crash clock. We still have that now, correct?
Yes, the crash clock is still a thing. I think they've added a minute, though.
Yeah.
I think it's 6 minutes now.
Because it took out a person. 2018 was the record lows. That's when we kind of took a shot. A DUI for Brian fans as he was arrested. So let me get this straight. The CEO of a driving sport arrested for a DUI. How does that really work? That just doesn't seem right.
How? Because
it's a driving sport, and he got arrested for driving drunk. Yeah. Kind of doesn't correlate here, if you say so myself.
I mean, I just see it as a separate issue. He's the CEO of a giant company. NASCAR. He runs. He's the CEO of NASCAR, which is built up by his father. Or was it his
grandfather?
Grandfather, yeah.
Father.
And then he drove drunk. So I mean, that's not. They don't really correlate, really.
And then the 2020 lawsuit against drunken Grand Prix.
The Twitter account.
Yes. We talked about that last week.
Right.
What else? Well, I had the XFL stuff on here. We're gonna get to that now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna take over now because.
Yeah, I have a little bit of stuff. You want me to do the little tiny things before that don't have to do with it?
Yeah, go ahead.
The Bills signed Josh Norman to 1 year. That's kind of big to us, but I don't.
It's gonna cause problems in the locker room.
Anyways, Marshall Yonder, Ravens offensive lineman, retires. Vince Carter retires after the NBA season. Talk about that again. And NFL 2K is coming back.
However, it's gonna be a arcade style game because the NFL has an agreement with EA.
Oh boy.
To make sure that no other NFL game rivals Madden.
Okay. Anywho, Rob Gronkowski is close to a deal in the WWE. What?
Gronk in the WWE.
It kind of works.
Yeah, but did you see his first appearance?
Royal Rumble? Or was WrestleMania?
WrestleMania.
Yeah, I remember that.
He tried to hop the fence. Security was like, "Hey,
no,
illegal."
But then he did it anyway.
Well, he was supposed to.
Right. All right, Danny. My notes here are done. I have basically everything here.
We had so much planned for this episode.
This was a big episode.
This was such a great episode. We were hyping it up last week, and
yes, because we were actually supposed to have somebody on. We were supposed to record Wednesday with someone I'm not going to name because we will probably record with them another time.
Oh wait, did you cut that from the auto show video?
Possibly not.
I have to rewatch it. I watched the whole thing, but I don't remember. Check out the auto show video.
That was a good thing. That was the day after.
You get to hear me complain about literally everything.
Yeah, well, we ranked trucks, and we talked about Priuses, and
I sat in a Prius.
This man sat in a Prius.
So,
anywho, this was gonna be a big episode, and then Monday we're good. Tuesday we're good. Wednesday,
we're slowly getting a little.
We're getting there, as you didn't know. It's been about go ahead.
So
take it away. Take it away, Dan.
Starting in November, China reported
December.
No.
What?
That's why it's 19 because it started in November of 19. China got their first cases of coronavirus in November of 2019. Since that time it has spread throughout the United States, including Washington and New York State, like we are at right now.
Yep.
There have actually been now confirmed cases in our county, which it's going to happen.
Crap happens. Yep.
So, Wednesday, or was it Tuesday?
Wednesday, because we were fine. It was Wednesday because that's when we were playing the racing game.
Oh, yeah.
And then everything came out. Go ahead.
Wednesday prompted the first postponement of any sport league in 2020. The NBA has suspended their league play
for 30 days.
Is it 30 days? I thought it was indefinite.
It is 30 days.
Indefinite. All right.
Changed to 30 days by
after Rudy Gobert
dumbass
tested positive for coronavirus, and who's the other guy?
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell both tested positive for coronavirus. Luckily, no one else has tested positive for it in the NBA.
Not that I know
of. Charles Barkley is going under his own personal quarantine. He's voluntary quarantined in case he has it.
Huh.
So that prompted the NBA to cancel or just to postpone their season for now. What happened next? Who was the next to cancel or postpone?
NHL? No. MLS.
Yep, the MLS and then the NLL, so lacrosse and soccer.
Yep.
Premier League mornings suspended their season.
Mm-hmm.
Tennis suspended their season.
Golf? Oh, that's
Golf
later.
Golf was originally going to
golf was today.
Golf was originally just going to do
No fans?
No fans. And then this morning announced they were going to cancel the rest of
the PGA Tour.
Yeah, the PGA Tour. The XFL canceled their entire season.
Yep.
All 4 weeks left.
Resume play will be in 2021.
Mm-hmm. Resuming play will start in week 1 of 2021.
I'll be eligible for the 2020 draft.
What am I missing here?
The big one.
No, I'm getting to that. The NFL cut down on some of their.
You're forgetting March Madness.
Oh right, yeah.
NCAA
cut down on
sports.
some of their. So
bye.
Yeah, the NCAA has completely ended spring sports and any summer and any winter sports that were going to take place. So.
Wrestling.
The D1 National Championships for wrestling, those have been axed.
Bye.
March Madness, which originally was supposed to go on without fans, that has been canceled. The Power 10, is it the Power 12 conferences?
Big 10, Big 12?
No, there's it's like, the Big 10's a conference, it's Power 12.
Then it might be.
Whatever, Power 12,
Okay.
all the Power 12 conferences, the ACC,
SEC?
Big 10, SEC, all them canceled their in-house tournaments.
Just jumping in my pockets.
And yesterday, it come down to
NASCAR,
NASCAR,
IndyCar,
UFC, and IndyCar.
and golf.
We learned later that golf was going to suspend their
That was today.
tour. Yep. The UFC has decided to go on with no fans, which could prompt them to cancel.
By now, it probably could have been canceled, and we have no clue.
Well, I mean, we could look it up. Who knows? We're not quite certain. So we had just gotten left with IndyCar and NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier this morning, I was waking up to Twitter. The trucks, so the schedule had gotten shifted. The trucks were supposed to go on. Oh, wait a minute. I left something out.
Uh-oh.
Homestead, Miami.
The
mayor of Miami-Dade County had originally decided to postpone the Miami event in his own decision.
Right, sure. Mm-hmm.
And NASCAR agreed with him.
Fine.
So then, Thursday, NASCAR was like, all right, listen, we're going to run Homestead in Atlanta without any fans.
Mm-hmm.
And then, this morning, we're getting set to go to practice for the trucks in the Cup Series and Xfinity. And this is a big, big week for NASCAR. We had the Bounty. We could have seen the first time since 1998 that the Xfinity Series has 5 weeks in a row of a first-time Cup Series or first-time Xfinity Series.
Could have.
Yeah.
New winner.
New winner. Yeah. So it was a big thing. And then this morning we woke up. Bob Pockris said trucks are going tonight, and that's fine.
Sweet.
They were packing up the schedule a little more. And then Clint Boyer said, "Damn it!" with no context.
He said this to me. I'm sitting at school, and he just says, Clint Boyer says this. I said, "Damn it!" I'm like, what the hell does that mean?
No context. So now we're getting different changes. We're getting Tommy Joe Martin saying we're packing up. Bob Pockris is saying NASCAR hasn't said anything. Jeff Gluck is we're racing Saturday night. No one knows what's happening. And finally, word breaks that NASCAR has postponed Atlanta and Homestead, and hopefully will be set at different dates.
Yeah.
They do have 2 weeks open in July.
What for?
Because of the Olympics.
Oh, wait.
They were taking 2 weeks off for the Olympics.
Oh, for real?
Because of an NBC thing.
Oh, sure.
So they could put them there.
Okay.
But that's a network thing. So we will see what'll happen with Homestead and Atlanta. It's an unfortunate circumstance.
Pretty big.
IndyCar has canceled Long Beach, St. Pete, and 2 others that I can't remember. F1 has canceled Australia, Germany, Italy, China. And I think Abu Dhabi actually now. So right now we are without sports.
And this is the sports.
This is the sports commute now. 9:22 for.
Halfway through the video, almost.
We are 19 minutes into recording,
and
we've kind of run out of things to talk about.
So this is what happens when this is very unexpected, is we had no goddamn clue to get this bad.
Mm-hmm.
We just thought it'd be, okay. Now we're he's under quarantine. I'm still, not quarantine, he's under staying home.
Yeah, well,
he
that hasn't been confirmed yet.
Well, you got an extra week off.
Yeah, I got an extra week off, but I still don't know what's happening.
You're gonna stay home.
We have no information.
We have no information either. This whole mumbo jumbo makes no sense. Coronavirus sucks, and we're gonna be stuck here with sports, and our channel is gonna freaking no clue what to do. So guess what? This is gonna be story time, or we're just gonna talk something. You know what? We're gonna bring it back. So let's go back to episode 2 of the 922 podcast. Let's talk tracks.
Okay.
Iowa Speedway. Does it deserve a cup race?
Yes.
I watched this video. I cannot remember who.
I'm gonna set this up here.
Yeah, you might
just
want
so
to
it's
do that.
not on my knee.
Okay. So I was watching this video. I can't recall off the top of my head. I didn't write it down. I just want a little late now, but we forgot about the other guys who got signed and everything. It's full info stuff.
Oh, whatever.
Whatever. Screw it. Whatever. You find that.
Delaney Walker got. The Titans released a bunch of people. Tom Brady's no idea.
Nowhere to be found
because free agency got pushed back. Story time.
Okay, so Iowa Speedway, does it deserve a race? You say yes. I also say yes because due to all this stuff, well, it's 2021. 2021 is the year that they can add it back. Probably won't. Still, Iowa Speedway is like a Richmond. Iowa Speedway is Richmond, basically just tiny, 7/8 a mile. So it's the only reason why I think they might not do it is because the attendance. It's about half of what a big race would be. But still, with what's going on with the rates and the tickets and everything.
I mean, you can build grandstands.
That's what I'm saying, but the ticket buying is so low, the attendance rating is so low. Like, this track would not be too bad. But let's see what else. You got anything? Any tracks? I just wanted to bring that up because I was planning on it. I just forgot. We got a good amount of story time here.
Oh, there was a big controversy earlier this week about Homestead just not being a NASCAR track anymore.
Really? I love that track.
There was a rumor circling that the mayor of Homestead wanted to release the Homestead Miami Speedway lease, meaning that they'd have to find somewhere else to race.
Oh, wow. Why?
This was proven to be untrue.
Yeah, okay.
After this broke, some guy actually messaged the mayor on Facebook or whatever. And he was just like, no, I love NASCAR, why would I do that? So
yeah, okay.
I mean,
cool. Fake news.
This is difficult.
Cool. Let's see. Let's just say, quick reminder. Oh, wash your hands, please.
Yeah, wash your hands.
Let's not spread the coronavirus anymore because we want our sports back. We're running low here. We're in a very low place. So if you're gonna cough, cover your mouth. Sneeze, cover your mouth.
It'll be like this for at least 2 weeks.
I'm sorry for this, but this is what's gonna have to happen. We're back in the good old days. We're the good old boys racing NASCAR. Shoot. Let's jump ships real quick. Put back some more NASCAR stuff. piss. Well, we gotta think of things on the fly. So,
Welcome to Awkward Silence, presented by the 922 podcast.
Sponsored by Pepsi.
Not sponsored by Pepsi.
Please sponsor us. I'm kidding. That's probably would never happen. Man, we need to think of something. Anywho. So, NASCAR. Anyways.
What's your favorite call on NASCAR?
What do you mean by call?
Like, favorite, like, moment led by
Oh.
like, an announcer calling something?
Oh, jeez. Man, that's a rough one because there's so many funny ones. I like the Happy Birthday Trevor Bayne. That's always going to be a favorite of mine.
Happy birthday, Trevor Bayne, 20 years old.
Fun fact, I sent that to him on his birthday that one this year.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one. I like the Ricky Stenhouse Jr. top to bottom to top. Ricky
Stenhouse Jr., pride of Olive Branch, Mississippi.
Top to bottom to top.
Ricky Stenhouse wins it at Talladega.
Oh, Ricky Stenhouse. Ugh. Let's see. What else do I got?
I have two more. One of them you don't like.
Oh, fuck. I'm sure it's the Matt Kenseth one. Matt Kenseth
just direct Joey Logano. Right, there's that one.
Ballpark or fucking.
And then there's 2009 Talladega. I think it was nationwide at this time.
Oh, nationwide series.
Oh, and that destroyed the front end.
That was not nationwide. That was a cup race.
Oh, that was a cup race?
That was a cup race.
Oh,
and that destroyed the front end of Newman's car.
Brad Keselowski won this race. This is the most awful call by Larry Mack.
Speaking of Iowa, one of the good calls, you remember that one finish? The one finish that everybody remembers.
Where Stenhouse blows his motor and Carl Edwards plows in the back of him.
And Stenhouse is one corner away from finishing this 7/8 of a mile track. Oh, he blows a tire, and Carl Edwards runs to Ricky Stenhouse wins the race, or something like that. It was terrible. But, let's see. I literally just had something to say, too. Poop. Cool.
I got another one. It wasn't made by an announcer, but by a driver. I want to see if you can guess it.
Is it Clint Boyer?
Mm-mm.
Not Clint Boyer.
Mm-mm.
It's Kyle Busch?
No, it is not Kyle Busch.
What the hell is it? I was going to make a Kyle Busch comment, but... Tony Stewart?
Nope.
Oh, damn. I thought you were going to do the Tony Stewart one. we didn't recognize...
asking stupid questions.
See, Tony Stewart just... We didn't wreck enough cars today. If we didn't wreck at least half the field today, we better run it back and keep going until half the cars are gone. If I don't come back to the shop and spend $250,000 or $250,000, then I didn't do my job. You know what? Screw it. Why don't we start the race forward, at the halfway point, make a break, go backwards, and then have everybody go 10% directions. Mm-hmm. That was a funny one.
But what I was thinking of is Brad Keselowski, driver of the shit. Brad Keselowski, driver of the Penske Dodge. Kyle Busch is an ass.
Oh God! Speaking of Kyle Busch, you gotta love the Kyle Busch interviews. You know, starting off with Phoenix after the 2017 season. Phoenix with him and Joey Logano getting tangled with that. Everything's great.
Can't wait to get back in my car
and get racing.
And then on top of that, he made shirts that said "Everything's great"
and sold them
for $22.
Anywho, and then all these other ones of what was it? I think I talked to you about this one. It was after the Kyle Busch is an ass thing, and it was him. It was him reporting, and he's like, "How do you feel about Brad Keselowski?" Who?
Oh yeah, who?
Brad Keselowski.
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about.
I don't know. I've never heard of him. He drives the Penske Dodge. He drives the 12. I passed it. I remember that one. And this is the one. I don't know what track it was. We're just booting ideas because we're lost here.
This is troubling times for podcasts.
Might just stop this, throw the Kyle Busch interviews in, and just cut it back. Might as well do that. Those are funny.
So this concludes an episode.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, we're about 20 minutes. Well, I mean,
probably a half hour.
Oh, probably check. Let's do our quick social media things.
Yep. We're at a half hour.
Whatever. We can't really do much here in these very bad times. Everybody stay safe. Wash your hands. This is probably the 5th time. Cover your mouth.
We'll keep you updated as time goes on. Follow us on Twitter at @the_sportscom. Instagram at @the_sports_commute. Check us out at the website, which will be posted on probably the link of the YouTube video.
I gotta put that in because I forgot. But
it's in the link of the bio on Twitter.
Yep. Check out at some point as we'll keep you updated on the
Snapchat.
Yep.
I don't remember the Snapchat right now.
Sports_com.
Whatever.
Couldn't tell you, but
it'll be up somewhere.
And probably if you watch YouTube, I'm gonna put some of the Kyle Busch interviews in because they're kind of funny. So throw all those in. Thank you for watching, and better stay safe, everyone. See ya.
Jesus Christ,
dude.